What's up everyone? I'm here with another video. This time we're gonna do a mullet fade in a modern style, and we're gonna start by debulking all the hair with the 1.5 guard with the lever open. As you can see, I'm not going too high because I want to keep that fade dark and with the bulk on the sides. So I'm just keeping that area where I'm gonna put the fade in, and also the area where I'm gonna put the lineup, all those contours behind the ear and everything. Now we start with the trimmer, the first ball line, and we're gonna do it like almost reaching that end of the ear in a circle way, like rounded, as you can see. And also I'm gonna create a little bit on the line in the middle of the beard. I'm not touching the ends because I wanna do like a fade inside of the beard, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm keeping it with the contours long. Now the first guideline with the clipper, lever open, no guards. I'm gonna start flicking out that first guideline, going a little bit lower than I just did the ball line. And I'm gonna do the same thing in the taper. I'm gonna go like 1/2 inch above that ball line, flicking out very well, only using the corners of the blade to be more precise. Then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna grab my one guard open, and I'm gonna do the same thing, go like above 1/2 inch of that last guideline, flicking out very well, only using the corners of the blade. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna close the lever and I'm gonna go a little bit more down that I was just going to smooth out that transition. Then I'm gonna do the same thing on the beard, but in this case we're keeping the beard short in a 1 guard length. That's why I'm debulking all the beard, cutting it all, taking it down to a 1, and that's basically what I'm doing right there. I'm changing the position of the clipper as I see the growing cowlets and everything of the beard to go against the grain. Well, as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna grab the shavers and make that transition down to skin and the fade. Pretty easy. And then we're gonna start fading with the lever closed. I'm gonna start going and hitting that bottom line that is more obvious in the beard. And as I'm going down, I'm opening the lever. Remember that lever closed cuts more and lever open cuts less. So I just hit that bottom line at the more obvious, and then as I go a bit more down, I'm opening the lever and fading it in with the rest of the beard, flicking out. And closing and opening, it also helps so I can detail. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna start with the fade, same thing. I'm just closing the lever and hitting that bottom line, flicking out, only using the corners of the blade. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna open the lever and I'm gonna go a little bit higher than I was doing so I can smooth out that transition. It's not gonna fade away completely, the bottom line, so don't get too much into it, don't put extra time. We're gonna go into details later. But for now, that's it. You can open and close the lever if you see details. It's up to you and the client and the hair. Now that we're done with that, I'm gonna grab the trimmers and I'm gonna clean up that bottom line that I was telling you that I was left behind between the shaver and the ball line. And that's it. I don't go any higher than that, just in that bottom part, only using the corners of the blade and flicking out. I take advantage with the trimmer, and right away I start lining up my client. I start where the arch or the C-cup ends naturally, then I go to the side and undo that curve with the corners of the blade so it can look a lot better. And then I'm gonna start doing it to behind the ear, and I help it with my other hand so it doesn't get in the way, that ear. I brush down with the fade brush as I cut, because sometimes when you pass the trimmer, the hair itself moves and it doesn't let you do the job correctly. And that's why I load down the hair before with the 1.5 guard, because if you try to line up long hairs, it's gonna be hard because they're gonna move. You're never gonna get that steady lineup. In the back in the head, I ask the client to look down a little bit so I can get those hairs better, more naturally, and I give it in the back like that round shape so it can look a lot more clean. That's basically what we are doing now. You can hit the lineup as many times as you can. This cut doesn't have too much fade on it, so if you can focus on details, it can be even the little ones like the lineup, so it can help the taper to pop out a lot more. And I try to hit it on all the angles. I look the client from the back, from the side, from the front, and if I see any hair sticking out, I take it. Now I clean the area and I put some shaving gel just in the spots that where I was doing the lineup. I change the blade and I hit it against the grain, and I help it with my other hand to stretch the skin so I can get the blade passing through a lot smooth and better. And then I'm gonna go only against the grain behind the ear and on the side, and I'm gonna leave the back part as it is because I don't want to struggle that much with getting my client irritated. So I just grab my trimmers, load down the hairs very well, and I pass the shaver like that. I don't irritate my client's neck more. I give it some detail like I was telling you. If you see any detail, just go to it. The taper and the lineup are crucial in this haircut. Now that we are done with those steps, we're gonna start lining up the beard, and I'll go as natural as I can, shaping up the mustache too, brushing it down. And I saw that the mustache was a little bit darker than the rest of the beard, so I took my half guard and took it more low than it was, so it can blend with the rest of the beard as it grows more hair over there. Then I put the recliner on my client. I take it halfway and I start doing the line on the neck, as you can see. And also, I don't know if you can tell that on the goatee, it kind of grows a lot more hair too and it looks darker. So I took my half guard again and I took it down so I can blend it in with the rest of the beard. Okay, now that we finished doing that step, after blending it in, I'm gonna just recline it a lot more and put some shaving gel as it is cold, so I wanted to warm it up together with the hot towel. And then in this part, we're just letting the hot towel sit for a minute so it can open all those pores. And I do it with the Vibe FX, a little massage, so we can do an extra relaxed service. And now we're gonna stretch the skin as much as we can, and we're gonna pass the blade to line up the beard. And as you can see, I'm always helping it with my other hand so I can get that skin stretched as much as I can. And in the cowlets, I only go with the grain first, then against the grain, in that order, so I don't irritate the client. Because if you go against the grain for the first time with long hairs, they may get like irritated or stuck. I don't know how to say it, but you just can get irritated or bleed. So we just do it in that order, with the grain, then against the grain. And this step, there's not much to explain. You just watch how I manipulate with my other hand to help it do the shapes that I want. You can ask the client too to do gestures, but I just go with it with my other hand and I don't ask them nothing, so I can keep my work with more flow. I will go with the grain, then against the grain, as you can see. Now that we finished, we make the fancy straight again, and we start styling the hair in the top. I add some mousse, some foam wrap, whichever you want to use works. And for final details, I debug and take out all those heavy spots with my thinning shears. That's gonna help it look a lot more smooth. And that's basically what we're doing, just detailing the haircut at last. And this is the final steps, just combing the hair as till I get the style that I want. And if you follow all these steps, you should get the same results. Just add some hairspray enhancements and that's it. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment what you think down below. Chill.